I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. Alright, good looking out. I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half. Alright, good looking out. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright. Younger females like older men. So my smoothie is going to consist of switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Yes, breaking news in the P. Diddy case. Baby Oil Man, things might be turning in his favor. Now, we all know that you're innocent until proven guilty. And a lot of things that's pertaining to this case is suspect. It's suspect. If they had this videotape of Cassie being assaulted and dragged by Baby Oil Man, why did they wait so long? Because they been had the tape. This incident been happened. Why did they wait so long? All those baby oil bottles. And then this recent one, when they dropped the case with the 13-year-old who claimed that Baby Oil Man and Jay-Z sexually assaulted her. That got dismissed. And when that got dismissed, I started to think, and I started to say, Shank, what if these other charges against Baby Oil Man, what if they are false? Because we see him assaulting Cassie. We see that. And I'm not trying to take away from the assault that we seen. We saw the assault, but that's all we saw. You know, salute to my moderators. Salute to my wonderful moderators that pull up and do a job by moderating and also keeping the chat lit. Salute to the replay gang, because I know the replay gang, y'all going to eat this up. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to the whole Rock Squad. So they are saying because of the tape, that's how they built the indictment against Baby Oil Man. And even in the indictment, they referred to the defendant, the complainant, they referred to them as victim number one. Never released the name or anything, which I felt that was strange. Well, it's for protection, Shank. I still felt that was strange. But there's been a break. There's been a break in this case, and we're going to get to it in a few more minutes. Just bear with me. Baby Oil Man might be a free man in a few more months. Baby Oil Man
has a good chance of beating this case. He has a good chance of beating this case because what the attorney is focusing on, the attorney, Baby Oil's man attorney, is focusing on getting that tape thrown out, getting all those bottles of baby oils thrown out. The attorney is focusing on the raid. Y'all know when Homeland Security raided Baby Oil Man's homes. Well, the attorney for Baby Oil Man is saying that the raids were illegal. So what will that do for this Baby Oil Man's case? It's going to help him because those bottles of baby oil and other things that was confiscated in the raid, as well as that tape, that's crucial evidence. Those are crucial evidence. The tape alone. If the attorney can get that tape dismissed, Baby Oil Man coming home. Salute, Chen, Top Flight, Miss Parker, Pee Wee. Salute to the chat. Salute to the moderators. So just bear with me while Salute Vibrant. Salute Vibrant. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? And one thing we know in the court of law, it's not what you know, it's not what you think, but it's what can be proven. Salute D Money. Salute D Money. Appreciate you for pulling up, D Money. Appreciate that super sticker, Chin. Appreciate that super sticker, Chin. And if y'all would like to contribute to the platform, we have a goal. We have a goal of reaching 10 super stickers, super chats, and memberships. Thanks to Chin, we are only 9 super stickers, super chats, and memberships away from reaching our goal. So if you would like to contribute, please click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker, super chat, or a membership to the channel. And shout out to my Facebook family and friends that's tuning in by way of Facebook. So shout out to Facebook. Now, what are y'all thoughts? I'm going to take some opinions from you guys. What are y'all thoughts? How many of y'all were from the very beginning believing that Baby Oil Man was innocent? Because there were a few of y'all that always have said that. A few of y'all have always said, Shank, Baby Oil Man is innocent. Salute, James. Didn't one of Diddy's lawyers quit the case days ago? Yes. But we talking about Baby Oil Man. So one lawyer quit, one lawyer drops off. Here comes another attorney. Salute, Sister Tanya. I see you checking in from Facebook, Tanya. Appreciate you for pulling up, Tanya. But this evidence, the attorney wants the evidence from the home raids to get tossed out. They also want that video footage to get tossed out as well. Now, when we look at the footage, we do see an attack. We do see an assault, but that's all we see. That's all we see. Appreciate that super sticker, Miss Parker. We 8 super stickers, super chats, or memberships away from reaching our goals of 10. Salute DJ Blackout. Salute DJ Blackout. So that's all it's showing. And that was a domestic dispute. That was a couple having a domestic dispute. Now, that doesn't exclude him from the assault. You know, that's an assault all day long. Appreciate those memberships. Appreciate those super stickers, Ms. Parker. So we see that. It's an assault. I would rather, in Baby Oil Man's case, I would rather have just a simple assault. I'll take that charge any day. And we know that he settled out of court, I believe, for $30 million with Cassie. But I'll take the assault any day over this racketeering case that they got against Baby Oil Man. Appreciate those super stickers, Ms. Parker. Appreciate those super stickers, Ms. Parker. Salute, Zayna. Salute, Zayna.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Diddy's legal team continuing what seems like a clear strategy now, which is to put the prosecutors and the system on trial here and shift focus away from the things that Diddy allegedly did.
By the way, worked in the O.J. Simpson case.
There is a track record of this working. The latest thing they've filed now is questioning the search warrants that got federal agents permission to raid his homes in Beverly Hills and in Miami.
So what they're essentially trying to do is say that this violated the Fourth Amendment, the right against unreasonable search and seizure. If they would prevail in something like this, all that evidence would not be admissible.
Right?
So they're using the Fourth Amendment to get the evidence that was found in those raids. They're using the Fifth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, to get the evidence tossed out.
That includes, depending on your perspective, trivially or not so trivially,
Getting the baby oil.
all the baby oil, the cases and cases of baby oil that the feds say they found.
And more importantly,
Videos which would involve at least, we know that the feds have said they've seen video that involving at least one of the victims. There are 3 alleged victims so far that they've named in the indictment.
Right.
Although they're anonymous at this point. We know that one of them is Cassie. But if that video that they obtained is not admissible, that could change this case immensely.
And it will. It will, because that video, along with Cassie, is pretty much what's going to be the nail in the coffin. All right, they get the video tossed out. Even if Cassie comes to court, it's going to be hearsay. It's going to be hearsay even if she comes to court. I believe that based on the Fourth Amendment, I believe that the evidence from them raids is going to get tossed out. I believe P. Diddy is going to walk free. Well, not all the way free. And with him already being incarcerated, I do believe that when it's all said and done, they're going to have Baby Oil Man cop out to a lesser charge, and they're going to offer him time served, or whatever they offer him, the time that he's already served is going to override that sentence.
And I would think greatly improve Diddy's chances of winning.
Yeah, look, I mean, the raids were a centerpiece of the evidence that was gathered by the prosecution in putting together their case. So if they win this motion to suppress all that evidence, it really would present a sort of insurmountable hurdle for the prosecutors to bring their case. I think it might be a long shot, though. They're saying that the evidence put forth in these warrant requests presented a grossly distorted picture of reality, and that it didn't present a full picture of what Diddy was doing, whether some of the people who were accusing him maybe had a financial incentive, maybe some of those accusers willingly participated in freak-offs, but I'm not sure you need all of the evidence to convict him to just get a warrant. All you need is probable cause, and I think they probably had enough here.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean you have to show the exoneration part. It just means here is why we're suspicious. So this feels like an uphill climb.
I think you're right. You don't need all the exculpatory evidence. You just need, is there evidence of a crime in there or suspicion to believe as much? And that's what was the basis for the raids.
And at the end of the day, you're still going to have Cassie on the stand. Even if you can't admit that evidence from the raids, you still have Cassie telling her story.
But if that videotape gets tossed out, I mean, they can try to use her testimony. They could try to use it all day long. Will it be effective? Will it be effective? And even when it comes down to the baby oil bottles, see, we know that when it comes to these cases, for all of y'all that watch the Young Thug trial, the YSL Woody trial, for any of y'all that have watched these trials, you know evidence can get thrown out. Crucial evidence can get thrown out. I think that this is a big break in Baby Oil Man's case. I think that his defense team knows what they're doing. I do think that his defense team knows what they're doing.
And she's going to be so important here because, look, we know that one of the things that is going to be a centerpiece of Diddy's defense is he's going to say Cassie was a willing participant in numerous freak-offs. So you've got that, but then you got to juxtapose that with the video of Diddy beating Cassie as she was trying to leave one of the freak-offs.
But see, even with the videos, you can get them for assault. That's assault all day long. But this video doesn't prove anything freak off related. She got on her clothes. It's only him and her that's in the video. So how can you connect it? How can you connect this video to the freak offs? You can't. You can't. It's nowhere in the world that you're going to be able to prove that freak offs was involved in this. Where's your proof? You only see Baby Oil Man and Cassie in this. You don't see no other people in this video. So how can you say that the video proves these freak offs? You can't. Only thing this video shows is that he assaulted her. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But if the defense team get this thrown out, then you don't have nothing.
So that's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
I think that it's time for Diddy to get off the mat because he's been on the mat the whole time. So I think this is the best thing he can do is go ahead and swing some punches now. And it's been used before, so I think it'll work for him, or at least for right now. We'll see what happens later.
Yeah, this is a skirmish. This is not winning the war.
Right.
Although, if they were to grant his motion and say the evidence isn't in, it's going to really wound the prosecutor. Honestly,
the prosecutor's got to go back to the drawing board for a lot of.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, we're going to move on.
Fans have been very concerned about Justin Bieber after some photos and videos in the last few weeks, and their concern in seeing images like this is thinking that
now, even though, and we're gonna backtrack things, even though they don't think that it will happen, that's them. That's their opinion on it. Salute Rose. Salute Rose. James says, Shank, say he does get off. Do you think the music industry will accept him back? No, no. If he gets off, and rest in peace to Irv Gotti, if he gets off, I believe it'll be another Murder Inc. situation, Irv Gotti situation. That's my belief. I don't think music-wise, I don't think he'll be able to return. Because regardless of how we may look at this, it's going to leave, and it left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And just like with Irv Gotti, just like Dame Dash, it's hard to get back after taking a fall. And this is a huge fall. So to answer your question, James, I don't think anybody in the music industry will deal with Baby Oil Man again. But let me backtrack that, because the music industry that Baby Oil Man was a part of, that industry is not as strong as it used to be. Shout out to my people from Germany. Shout out my German people. What's happening? I'm German, don't understand much. Shout out, shout out. Everybody make sure our German people feel welcome down there in the chat. Because, you know, when Baby Oil Man, like I said, Baby Oil Man, as far as music industry, he really wasn't really getting no money, no serious money off of the music business. Salute Mel, salute Mel. So his money from the music industry is started to dry up. Like I said, the music industry changed. The music industry changed from the days, you know, of Bad Boys. You know, Bad Boys, Baby Oil Man, he was making money off CDs. You know, now the music industry is about the streams. It ain't no more CDs. People don't even really listen to the radio that much. So I think Baby Oil Man, when he beat this, when Baby Oil Man come home, I think he will be blackballed. And that's a good point. Why is no Clive Davis in court? I mean, we've seen it so many times. We've seen the sharks swim around in the ocean. Now the sharks is more dangerous than the fishes. Even the big fish. The sharks are more dangerous. And people don't want to push up on the sharks. And that's what Clive Davis is. He's a shark. You know, he got a lot of important people in high places. Clive Davis is well connected. And I do believe what scared Clive Davis, I do believe what took Baby Oil Man down. And let me see if I can find it. Let me come out of this, y'all. Make sure I get out of that. I do believe what really worried Clive Davis was when Baby Oil Man done that interview with Charlemagne the God. And I'm going to go to that interview. And he spoke on. Baby Oil Man spoke on the political movement that he was starting. And I believe that that's what sealed his fate. Clive Davis knew right then and there. Eventually, Baby Oil Man, if not, Baby Oil Man is going to be making plans to get away from me. We saw that with NWA. We saw that with Eazy-E and Jerry Heller. I think that's what sealed his fate.
At Total Wireless, we got your back every day. Others, not so much. Just look at the facts. We run on America and everything going on the ground. We have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politicians?
People that are planning right now for the future. We're using this as a springboard.
When to happen?
Everybody should have the same opportunity. As free as we want, but you have a responsibility. Along, I'm having to start right now to organize in the.
Clive Davis was with Janis Joplin, with Whitney Houston. So much people was managed by him in 50 years. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now, this is what sealed Baby Oil Man's fate. This is what sealed his fate. This is what put him on him. This is when Clive Davis washed his hands with Baby Oil Man.
Yo, hold on. This systemic racism, they trying to keep their foot on the neck. Up to my level, up to Jay-Z's level, up to LeBron's level. It's an illusion of inclusion by just a couple of us. So I can sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with it. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontline. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. I'm having to start right now to organize and to come together, and so we could build our political army unapologetically for the things that matter to us.
Do you believe there's a way to vote and support like your personal interests and the interests of your people as a whole?
Yeah. See, when you at Our Black Party, we love free thinking, free minded people and individuals. That's all we want in life, is to be able to be free and to be able to think as free as we want. But you have a responsibility to your people to ride on what they riding with for the betterment of the good of the whole overall tribe. We are a people that have been abused the most, and we got to start biting their legs off.
That's right.
Are y'all following? And this is what brought Baby Oil Man to where he is today. They couldn't have this. They couldn't have this. Y'all see how they fought, and y'all see how they still fight Donald Trump. Anybody that goes against that machine, regardless of who they are, if you go against the machine, they coming for you. They coming for you. They tried to get Trump. But for any of y'all that might want to know why they picking on Baby Oil Man, why did they come for Baby Oil Man? This is why.
You know, when they put their foot on our neck, we got to start biting that shit off. When they shooting us in the back, we got to start defending ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing going to stop unless you stop it. It's black insanity. We have to get off of this. We have to wake up and see what's going on. The world is watching.
Because it's such an easy conversation to have in regards to blackness, whether it's the way coronavirus impacted our communities, whether it's police brutality, all those underlying conditions that the black community was already facing, coronavirus exposed. So it's an easy conversation to have, and they're still not willing to have it.
Everybody should have the same opportunity. I mean, anything else is ungodly.
Everybody else should have the same opportunities. Anything else is ungodly. Y'all hear him? See, for so long, all we saw from Baby Oil Man was the shiny suits, the luxury cars, popping bottles in the club, the models. That's all we saw. We never saw this Baby Oil Man. See, this Baby Oil Man, this P. Diddy is a threat. This P. Diddy is a threat.
We did shift the conversation for a minute, though. Yeah. When you said to hold your vote, it did shift the conversation. So do you think that threat to hold your vote was more detrimental than beneficial? Because it sounded like you said.
I think the hold your vote is the only leverage that we've imposed.
Salute, Miss B. Salute, Miss B. Hold your vote. See, P. Diddy was on to something. He was on to something. Hold your vote. It ain't a coincidence he's locked up. They knew exactly what they was doing.
You know what I'm saying? Besides that, we just fell in line. I mean, hold your vote was, you know, it's the tone. It's the tone that we should have had, but we didn't have it, and now we're in the trick bag.
Listen to him. It's the tone that we should have had, but we didn't have. Now we're in a trick bag. He's dropping some jewels. He's dropping some jewels. See, if we go back to the 70s and the 80s, right before P. Diddy's time was the 90s, right? Go back. What was the music before Bad Boys? What was the sound coming out of New York? New York is the Mecca. New York is the birthplace of hip hop. What was the sound? What was they listening to? What was the rappers from New York rapping about before P. Diddy blew up? Your rappers from New York was conscious rappers, Brand Nubian, X-Clan, all those 5% groups, Poor Righteous Teachers. And when P. Diddy stepped on the scene with Bad Boys, sampling the music and things of that nature, those hip-hoppers, the conscious rappers community got mad at P. Diddy because they said, and see, for all my people down south, the South didn't mess hip-hop up. Shout out to the South. The South showed us how to get money in hip-hop. So you got to salute the brothers and sisters that held it down for the South. If anybody ever tell y'all that the South messed up hip-hop, don't believe them. The South didn't mess hip-hop up. The South showed us how to get some serious money off of hip-hop. If you go back in time and if you listen to those rappers before P. Diddy's time coming out of New York, they'll tell you P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, is the one that messed hip-hop up. Because before Puff Daddy stepped on the scene, the sound that was coming out of New York was that grimy, gutter, conscious rap.
So we gotta, number one, Trump gotta go.
And then what?
We starting to take responsibility and we starting to invest in our futures politically.
What'd he say? Trump gotta go. What's the next step? We got to invest in our political agenda, any and everything that's surrounding us. That's where the black nationalist, that's what being a black nationalist is about. You represent the black cause. P. Diddy was on to something, y'all. That's why he's where he's at now. Because if he would have been able to succeed with his mission, right? We know what would have took place if he would have been able to succeed with his mission. All right, Mel, I'll catch up with you. All right, Mel.
A lot of us as celebrities, we have great platforms, and we have to lend those platforms that we have to the right social and political leaders, and we have to do it together.
Yeah. I don't even have the commentary on this. I'm going to just let it play. Y'all hear him just like I'm hearing him. He's calling out the celebrities, not in a negative way, but he's just saying to the celebrities, as a celebrity, you got a platform. If you are a celebrity, you got a platform.
We need to wake up. We don't have a seat at the table. We don't need to wait because there's local elections going on. There's people that are planning right now for the future. We're using this as a springboard to not just give our vote away. We're going to do what we have to do because it's between good and evil, but at the same time, we have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politicians earn the black vote? 'Cause I think a lot of times we put so much pressure on black voters to show up for politicians, but we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up for us. So how can they earn our vote?
Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to our communities. And when I say our communities I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. I live here now, and that's because, this is God's will, and I worked for it. But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the roaches. I still taste the cheese sandwiches. Mm-hmm. And so there's other people that are going through that and that are suffering. that's not in the illusion of everything going on the ground. We have a whole community of people, a mass of people that's living in poverty. And not everybody's black. It's all people that right now, you know, they need us to step up and to stand up and to do something to change the trajectory. So if we have power, we gotta ride hard for the people that don't have the power.
I feel like you're approaching this the way you would approach corporate America.
I'm really approaching it like a war. Like for me, the only way to really be honest about it is I have to declare war.
But isn't that what you did to corporate America, so to speak?
Yeah, but
Alvarez. And we see, if we don't see it now, we see what it was all about. Salute, Nola. I see you, Nola, checking in from Facebook. Salute, Nola. I see you checking in from Facebook.
Who's Alvarez?
Americana for Alvin.
Corporal Alvarez. Well done. Thank you, sir.
Anything that's, you know,
This the way you would approach corporate America.
I'm really approaching it like a war. Like for me, the only way to really be honest about it is I have to declare war.
But isn't that what you did to corporate America, so to speak?
Yeah, but anything that's, you know, that is about oppressing us and keeping us down. Nah, I want to break his neck. I want to run it out of town forever. So I'm not like, nah, this is what we doing.
Do y'all hear the way he's talking? Did y'all hear the way he's talking? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Rose says Charlemagne looking too serious. Yeah, because this is something serious now. They got scared. With the money that P. Diddy had and the influence. I mean, come on, P. Diddy? It scared them. They knew what was going to happen. So they had to first crucify him. They had to silence him. James says, wow, what year was this, Diddy? I think this was 3 years. I think it was 2021. Let me see, James. Let me see. I think it was 2021, James. But y'all could Google it. Y'all could Google it. Just Google Diddy talks Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and the launch of a black political party. Google it. It's an interview that he done with Charlemagne the God on his channel, Revolt. P. Diddy even looked serious. P. Diddy got tired of playing their game. Because you can only play their game but for so long. You're only going to be able to play their game but for so long. Because they only going to allow you to get so far. This is how the game is done. This is how the game is played. We've seen it over and over and over again. As long as you play the game, as long as you keep your mouth shut, you good. They don't mind you reading. They don't mind you learning some things. But you better keep your mouth shut. You better not try to unite these ninjas. You better not try to overthrow what we got going on. We made you. This is them talking to him. We made you. Go back to New Jack City. Remember what they tell Nino? We made you. That's why y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful who y'all lay in bed with, who y'all do business with. You got to be careful. I was always taught all money ain't good money. But this is why they come for Baby Oil Man. So it was 2020. Okay. Appreciate that, Zena. Appreciate that. So this conversation was from a conversation about black politics with Charlemagne the God, October the 16th, 2020. They had to shut him down. They had to shut him down.
We're going to do it legally. All right? We're going to do it legally. We're going to play your game, but we're going to play that game better.
We're going to play your game, but we're going to play it better. They listening. They heard him. They heard him. And it ain't a coincidence. Y'all don't think that. Come on, listen to him.
Because these older cats that's running for office, these white-haired older cats, they about to be dead. That's these right. Kids out here, they want to live. They want to fucking thrive. They can't thrive if it keeps on going in this direction. And you know, this election is an example. This is a tipping point because they haven't talked about the youth and they haven't talked about black people. I haven't even heard them talk about Latinos. They're not even talking about us. They're in a reality fucking freak show playing a game and people are losing their lives. And so that's why this time is so important. And this time for us to mobilize and to not be scared and to do something. Why have we never had our own black political party? Fuck that.
Why haven't we all these years? Why we don't got a black political party? Have y'all ever wondered that? All these years we don't got a black political party?
We're doing it now. I don't care if it's just 1,000 of us. It's 1,000 real ones, which it should be millions. It should be every person that's a part of the community. You know, if you could sign up for Instagram, you could sign up for Our Black Party.
Sound to me like you think we're on the verge of a civil war.
If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. And that's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. You know, this man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. And you got to understand, America messed up. They flooded the hood with guns. So I don't know this notion of we don't have guns.
They plotted to kidnap the governor of Michigan. White supremacists. So that what you're saying is true. Yes, it's going to be violence. It's going to be problems, and he's stirring it up.
Yeah, and so I feel the way we can stop us from getting to that point of violence is all unifying together and voting him out.
Salute Caramel. Salute Caramel. Now he gave this in 2020. He said if Trump get in office, he gonna start a race war.
This whole thing is set up even at my level. You know what I'm saying? Even at the level of hip hop, you know, things are set up to try to stop us from growing and being as great.
And says, and then to find out who Trump sent to YouTube recently was mind blowing. Baby Oil Man say even at his level,
as we want to be. So the same thing with Revolt. I had to go and really go to war with all of the distributors. And people have fell in line, but it's not easy. It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. They still treat us like niggas. I don't want nobody to get it twisted.
He said they still treating him, Jay, and Oprah like ninjas. How do they still treat Oprah like a ninja?
Whatever we are right now, we could probably be 10 times bigger. So we starting right now with our political power, and then we're going to owning our economics. And war will be waged on corporate America that takes advantage of our dollars and thinks we're not going to fight back.
You think they was going to allow him to get away with that?
You think we spent too much time glorifying like rap and entertainment and athletics, and we weren't encouraging our kids to be elected officials, you know, be politicians, be police officers, whatever it was? You think we spent too much time focusing on people on the wrong things?
Not at all. I think the people that have made it, it's important now that we don't become an illusion of inclusion. Okay. The people that made it are definitely points of inspiration globally, you know, because this is a global problem. You see what's going on in Nigeria. You see what's going on around the world. It's a global problem, the whole global diaspora. Us making it and hip hop being at the forefront and sports being at the forefront, that was a part of the evolution. And entertainment, now we have to break down the doors into other fields. You know, it has to go from inside out. So everybody we hire and people we do business with, we got to make sure that they really have African-American diversity. So we got to weaponize our vote and we got to weaponize our economy. Right now, we're talking about the solution for the vote, for voting and for politics. You're going to have to fight a war for us to own our economics, and we're going to have to fight a war for us to own our politics.
Biden's decision to pick Kamala Harris as his running mate, that didn't convince you that he was for the Black community in any capacity?
It was a historic, beautiful day, you know, and just having 3 girls and having them be able to witness that is great. It pushed me and moved me, you know. Black women have, you know, got us to this point. To see him recognize that, I started feeling a little bit better. I think we all did start to feel a little bit better. And it's helpful that we will have her in there because we need to keep her and him accountable. And at least we have, somebody that we could dialogue with, somebody that we could relate to in office. But his cabinet is going to have to reflect that. And that's why, our Black Party is going to keep that pressure on. He has 4 years of pressure as we mobilize and we build this thing. We're going to be in their face, in the administration's face, talking about our agenda.
Do I need to go any further? Do I need to go any further? P. Diddy talking about overthrowing something. He's talking about uniting. He's talking about overthrowing something or somebody. And then in the same sentence, he's talking about uniting. They had to get him off the scene. It's a no-brainer. They had to get him off the scene. So now these charges, like I said, the situation with Cassie, they've been new. They been knew. You know how they knew? Because federal agents attended. Not only did federal agents attend the white parties, informants, confidential informants was at those parties. So you know they knew. You know they had his homes tapped. We talking about the FBI. They had all of them under surveillance. Go back to the hip hop cop. They had all of them under surveillance. Federal agents was at the house parties. Informants was there at them white parties. So they had already knew. But what do the feds do? How do the FBI operate? The FBI will watch you. Dirty cops turned bodyguards. And the list goes on and on, but the feds going to watch you, and the feds will have something on you. Now, they might not have what they want, what they come for, but when the FBI investigates you, they investigate you for a purpose. It's a reason why the FBI is investigating you. Now, if they get some things on you that's not pertaining to what they're coming for, then they're going to let you continue doing what you do. So they watched them, but that's not what they was there for. The FBI was there to keep a tab on them, keep them under surveillance, document everything that's going on. So when this ninja get out of line, and we just heard that ninja got out of line. When this ninja gets out of line, we're going to remind this ninja exactly who he is and who he's up against. See, they got factions. They got organizations. They're like Voltron. Y'all ever see Voltron? They're like Voltron. They're like the Power Rangers. You know, them over there does this. Them over there, they all got different branches. They do what they do, but they all are under the same umbrella. And that umbrella is to keep us where we're at, and that's down. Salute Freshie 915. Salute Freshie 915. Appreciate you for pulling up. That's what it's all about. And I could go on and on and on and on. But I just wanted to bring y'all the news, and I just wanted to bring y'all the information. So now make sure y'all go. This is the interview. Once again, appreciate that, Zena. So this was a conversation about black politics with Charlemagne the God, October the 16th, 2020. Check it out. Check it out. Salute Caramel. I see you, Caramel. I see y'all. So the breaking news in the Baby Oil Man case is his attorney, Baby Oil Man's defense team, is trying to use the Fourth Amendment to get the evidence that was confiscated in his homes being raided. His defense team is trying to get that evidence thrown out. That's the baby oil bottles. They're trying to get that thrown out, along with that video of P. Diddy assaulting Cassie. So that's the breaking news in the case. Now, if they get that evidence thrown out, P. Diddy gonna be found not guilty. P. Diddy gonna be found not guilty, because that's what they use to really base the case around. That tape, that was the main thing, that tape. Because in the indictment is only one victim, victim 1. I think it was victim 2, but the victim 2, I believe, was the 13-year-old. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Sorry that I had to get y'all this information this late at night. My time slots is all over the place now. Yeah, I'm liable to go live 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm liable to go live 1 p.m. in the afternoon. My time slots is off. So right now, because I'm working on 3 channels. And if y'all haven't subscribed to the Rock Squad Backup channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the Rock Squad Backup channel. That channel, I do smoothie talk with Shank. I make my smoothies. So if y'all are interested in learning about smoothies, subscribe to that Rock Squad Backup channel. But I'm just in the process of getting each channel where I want them at. And right now, I'm just focusing on a time slot. I'm trying to get a good time slot for each channel. So that's why I've been going live all kinds of hours. But I do appreciate y'all for pulling up. Once again, shout out to all my Facebook family and friends that's tuning in by way of Facebook. Shout out to the replay gang. And shout out to everybody down there in the chat. That's the link. That's the link to the backup channel. Z Candy Drop. Freshie 915 says, I have a hard time getting in because my time is so different and I be hating when I'm not online. Thank you for your information. What time are you on, Freshie 915? What time are you on? What time is it now, Freshie 915? Where you at? It's 1:18 a.m. here. Let me know what time it is where you're at, Freshie 915. Right now, it's 11:18 here. Okay. And Ann says it's 10:14 in California. Okay. But once I come up with my time slots, then I'll let everybody know, the exact time slots. Look, on the main channel, my time slot's going to be this time. On the backups channel, it's this time. So just work with me, just bear with me until I can get a permanent time slot over here on the channel. Once again, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Salute. I will leave the chat running, and y'all can hang around for a few. Salute everybody, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. You having surgery? Let me see this. And I'll be missing for at least 3 days. I'm having surgery in the morning. So those who have good thoughts, positive energy, keep me there. And can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for Freshie 915? We're going to be praying for you, Freshie 915. Can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for Freshie 915? Salute everybody.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. Alright, good looking out. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright. Younger females like older men. So my smoothie is going to consist of a chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes.